Okay, welcome in. I'm now going to be reviewing Wednesday's action from the Major League Baseball season. There's 16 games on tap, so let's dive in. Starting in Detroit as they played host to the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Tigers would shut out Pittsburgh 8-0, evening up the record to 27 wins and losses apiece, while the Pirates have dropped to 25-30. Tariq Skubal got his 7th win, he's 7-1, and Jared Jones suffered the loss, he's 3-5. These two teams would play a doubleheader, and the Pirates would exact some revenge, winning by 8 runs. 10-2 would be the final score. They're now sitting at 26-30, and the Tigers are now one game below 500 with a record of 27-28. Paul Skinnies is 2-0 on the season after the win, and Kaider Montero is 0-1 after the loss. The Cincinnati Reds played host to the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals would win this game 5-3, evening up their record at 27-27, while the Reds have dropped to 24-32. Andre Palandi is 1-1 on the season, while Frankie Montas is 2-4 after the loss. Ryan Helsley got his 17th save for the Cardinals. The Texas Rangers played host to the Arizona Diamondbacks, winning this game 6-1. They're now sitting at 27-29, while the Diamondbacks have dropped to 25-30. Dane Dunning is 4-3 on the season after the win, while Ryan Nelson is 3-4 after the loss. The San Francisco Giants played host to the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies would win this game 6-1, improving the record to 39-18, while the Giants are 29-28 after the loss. Christopher Sanchez is 3-3 on the season after the win, while Kyle Harrison is 4-2 after the loss. The San Diego Padres played host to the Miami Marlins. The Marlins would win this game, a pretty one-sided affair, 9-1. They're now sitting at 20-37, while the Padres are 30-29 after the loss. Braxton Garrett is 2-0 on the season after the win, while Yu Darvish is 4-3 after the loss. The New York Mets played host to the Los Angeles Dodgers. LA would win this 10-3, improving the record to 36-22, while the Mets are 22-33 after the loss. Blake Treinen is 2-0 on the season after the win, while Adam Ottavino is 1-2 after the loss. The Baltimore Orioles played host to the Boston Red Sox, winning this game 6-1. They've now improved their record to 35-19, while the Red Sox are back to 500 with a 28-28 record. Corbin Burns is 5-2 on the season after the win, while Cutter Crawford is 2-4 after the loss. The Tampa Bay Rays played host to the Oakland Athletics. 4-3 would be the final score in favor of the Rays. They're now sitting at 27-29, while the Athletics are 11 games below 500 with a record of 23-24. 34, I apologize. Pete Fairbanks is 1-2 on the season after the win, while Michael Kelly suffered the loss. He's 2-2. The Atlanta Braves played host to the Washington Nationals. Washington would win this game 7-2. They're now sitting at 25-29. And despite the loss, the Braves are 9 games above 500 with a record of 31-22. Mackenzie Gore is 4-4 on the season after the win, while Spencer Schwelbach is 0-1. The Minnesota Twins played host to the Kansas City Royals. The Royals would win this 6-1, improving the record to 35-22, and the Twins are 30-25 after the loss. Seth Lugo is 9-1 on the season after the win, while Bailey Ober is 5-3 after the loss. The Milwaukee Brewers played host to the Chicago Cubs, winning this game 10-6. Milwaukee is now 32-23 on the season, while the Cubs are back to 500 with a 28-28 record. Jared Koenig is 5-1 on the season after the win, and Shota Imanaga is 5-1 after the loss. The Chicago White Sox played host to the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays would win this 3-1. They're now 3 games below 500 with a record of 26-29, while the White Sox have dropped to an absolute shameful record, 15-42. They're almost 30 games below 500. Trevor Richards got the win. He's 1-0 on the season. Chris Flexen suffered the loss. He's 2-5. Jordan Romano got his 7th save for the Jays. The Cleveland Guardians were in Colorado to take on the Rockies. The Rockies would win this 7-4. They're now sitting at 20-35, and despite the loss, the Guardians are still 18 games above 500 with a record of 37-19. Ty Block is 2-2 on the season after the win. Logan Allen is 6-3 after the loss. The Los Angeles Angels played host to the New York Yankees. The Yankees would win this very low-scoring affair, 2-1, improving their record to 38-19, while the Angels have dropped to 21-34. Luis Gil is 7-1 on the season after the win, while Tyler Anderson is 4-5 after the loss. Clay Holmes got his 15th save for the Yankees. The Seattle Mariners played host to the Houston Astros. A low-scoring game here as well. 2-1 will be the final score in favor of the Mariners. They have improved to 31-26, while the Astros are now 8 games below 500 with a record of 24-32. Mike Baumann is 2-0 on the season after the win. Taylor Scott is 1-2 after the loss. All right, that takes care of Wednesday's recap from the Major League Baseball season. As always, if you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative. Until next time, take care.